This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk a little football because we got a cup on the line tonight in Fort Lauderdale at Drive Pink Stadium. InterMiamiCF. The Herons are hosting the Houston Dynamo. Alex Windley will be there covering, like she does every single day, covering Inter Miami and ready to give us a little insight on the match today. First of all, Alex, I apologize. My brain is fried. I got my 10:30s, 11:30s mixed. So thank you. Very classy of you to accommodate us. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
And I know Joe has the locker room stuff now and all that. So that was huge. See, I can't bother you tonight. Tonight you'll be doing all that kind of stuff, So, all right. Messi. Game time. What's your gut tell you? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's going to come off the bench. Talking with Tata yesterday, he did say that. Well, he didn't explicitly say it, but he did kind of insinuate that Messi was carrying a slight injury that he's been dealing with throughout his career, just like one of these hamstring scarring, recurring flare-ups that I'm sure everyone has, but, we're not professional soccer players, so it doesn't, our jobs don't really depend on that. But, it's just like a flare-up that he's been dealing with. I think he'll come off the bench. It's the final, and he'll want to play. And he intends on playing. And Tata even said as much. If it was a regular season game, he wouldn't play. But tonight, I think he'll come off the bench if Miami need a goal or need to see out the match and hold on to that lead that they have if they have it.
Is Alba? I know Busquets will play because there was nothing wrong with him, but Alba was also kind of limited too. So, what's the deal with Alba?
Yeah, Alba, another hamstring strain. He's been dealing with those throughout his career, so it's nothing serious. He'll probably be back before, in early October. So, he won't be playing tonight. But Noah Allen, homegrown left back, he's been doing really well. So I'm not too worried there.
Are they missing anybody else for this match tonight?
Other than the Jean Mata, Gregory, the same olds that have been injured. I know Jean Mata was back in practice. Gregory, he's close to returning, but other than that, no, it's
What was Gregory's setback? What was Gregory's setback?
I don't think it was a setback. I think it was him taking the actual screws out of his foot where it broke. So it's him getting up to playing speed now.
Aha, okay. I thought he was close to returning. So that process has not happened yet. Okay. All right. That's interesting. All right. Talk to me about the Dynamo. Explain to the folks out there that maybe don't watch the MLS a lot and don't know anything about the Dynamo. So when they take the pitch tonight, what is it that Inter Miami has to worry about when it comes to the Houston Dynamo?
Yeah, the Dynamo are a very good team over the last couple of games. They've had a really good turnaround under head coach Ben Olsen. They've gone on they've won five out of their last eight matches, which is great and good for them. And they've been outscoring their opponents about 16 or 17 goals to 5. And that midfield, they have Hector Herrera, and then they have this Panamanian guy Carrasquilla, who has been excellent for them. And European scouts are looking at him, and he's doing great for his national team as well. And they'll be dangerous, especially with the kind of football they play. It's the kind that Miami have had trouble with. If you watch the FC Dallas game and the Atlanta game, where they were just beat with pace and speed on the wings, which is Miami's weakness when they like to play possession-based soccer. So Houston will be tough, but they also have a very poor away record. I mentioned in my newsletter this morning, they have just 2 wins and 15 away games played this year, which is quite poor. And even their last couple of away games, they lost and they drew the teams they were playing. So I fancy Miami just purely because they're playing at home and they have that X card where obviously Messi coming off the bench if it's confirmed, which I think he'll come off the bench. So I think Miami will do well, but Houston, they won't be any slouches either.
Yeah, I love how you're even nice. How terrible they are on the road. They're quite poor.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
They're a very good team.
The young guy. So if Messi comes off the bench, so then this is a Campana game early on, right? Because Campana has been absolutely fantastic. So I would imagine that he has to take the lead early on.
Yep, and Campana as well. He's been one of the better forward between him and Joseph. But yeah, I think Campana will start. Maybe Joseph will come off the bench, or maybe Tata will start them both. We don't know. But whatever. I think Leo Campana, the Ecuadorian Leo, he's in really good form, and teams like the Dynamo is where he thrives in with their back line. Can play back to goal and kind of bother their center backs. So I'm really intrigued to see how it lines up tonight. I don't know if Tata will go back to that 5-3-2 or the same old 4-3-3. So yeah, let's see. But
what would you do to counter some of their speed? What kind of a back line would you play with?
I think it'll be Toto Avilas and Kamal Miller. But Krivstov he's not as quick as Avilas, but better positionally, and he doesn't jump into the tackles as much as Thomas does, and that could be helpful, especially against the speedy front line.
Gomez, the other kid that's really aggressive too, that gets his share of yellow cards. Is it Gomez? Am I thinking right?
Diego Gomez, who he's returned from injury and had some visa issues, so he should be available sooner rather than later as well.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to tonight. Obviously, a guy like Campana has been absolutely awesome. But you know what? I shouldn't leave out Robert Taylor. I mean, the goal he had the other day when he wrapped around the box and shot it from the right side of the box to the left side of the goal, that was an absolutely thing of beauty. Robert Taylor's the other guy that kind of, I shouldn't just say Campana. Taylor could be another one of those guys that if Messi's not on the pitch, you can count on him to step up also.
Yeah, and Robert Taylor, he's better on the wings than he is at right back. So I hope he gets to start on either the left or right wing if Messi doesn't. If not, I think Facu Farias will start on the right wing and Taylor on the left. So yeah, a lot of different options that Miami can go with, but in the end, I think that they'll go with their strongest starting 11, despite the injuries to Messi and Alba.
What about Calendar's play? I mean, he has been just absolutely phenomenal. We could talk about Messi and Campana and all these guys. They're not here and especially in this U.S. Open Cup run when you didn't have a whole bunch of these people to get this far, Calendar has been the rock the entire time.
Yeah, and without Drake, I think a lot of Miami's wins they wouldn't have been wins. His shot stopping has been huge, and it's the reason why Miami were able to win the Leagues Cup literally with that game save. Him scoring the penalty and him saving that penalty at the end, and he's the reason why they were able to climb the table for a playoff position. So kudos to Drake, and Miami have their franchise goalkeeper for the next however long Drake wants to stay here, really.
Yeah, man. They've already signed him to an extension. By the way, follow her on Twitter at AAW_1998. Give me a prediction. What happens today, Alex?
I think Miami get it done. They're playing at home with a sold out crowd. It's going to be there. Messi will probably be coming off the bench, so Miami will have that. I don't want to give a score prediction, but I do think Miami are hungry to win that second trophy, and they're going to, just like the FC Cincinnati game where they came back from 2 goals down, they're going to push as hard as they can and try to get that second trophy.
Okay, and one more thing, MLS playoffs. After this, with the way Messi is a little banged up, how are they just going to try to do their best? Because they really can't go all out because Messi can't go all out right now.
Right. Honestly, I think they're going to play it by ear. Tata even said as much. If it's a regular season match, he wouldn't have played Messi, or he wouldn't play Messi tonight. Or he's probably going to start off the bench. But I think I know Felipe Cardenas of the Athletic said that they'll probably shut Messi down for the rest of regular season to see if they can try to sneak in the playoffs and without him, and if they need him in the playoffs, of course he's going to play. But I do think this Miami team has a lot of depth and quality players to take them over the line. I know games, against FC Cincinnati and New York City at home will be difficult, but Miami can afford to lose and draw at least 2 more games before, they're out of playoff contention. But they need to win at least 4 of their last couple matches to get in there for sure. So yeah, we'll see. But if Miami don't need, of course they need Messi, but if they, if his services are not, I don't want to say this without like being like, oh, they don't need Messi, but yes, they need Messi, but they have the talent to get into the playoffs as well. So they don't want to over exert Messi. That's what I'm trying to say mainly. They don't want to.
That would be a beautiful thing if you can rest Messi,
yeah,
still get in the playoffs, and then have a fresh Messi for the playoffs. Then yeah, that's probably your best bet right now. That's probably the best plan right now, because what you don't want is to create a bigger problem that then he's rehabbing all off season, and that's just not what you want.
And then you further injure him, and something that he's dealing with that he can't get back to his old self. And yeah, you don't want to see that. So you want a fresh Messi.
All right, tell them about the Pink Heron Press, because they've got to subscribe to that.
Yeah, Pink Heron Press, new newsletter for me, daily newsletter, something a little different than what I normally do, but I'm enjoying it. It's a daily newsletter where you get all the links and news and occasional opinions about Inter Miami. You will be super informed if you subscribe. You'll literally not miss a single Inter Miami news, transfer, what have you. So I think it's probably the best place to get all the Inter Miami news and information that you need in a convenient email, or if you follow me on Twitter through that article. So hopefully you guys can subscribe and yeah, enjoy the content.
No doubt. All right, AAW_1998. She is Alex Windley. Alex, thank you very much. Enjoy the game tonight.
Thanks, Orlando.
You got it. There you go. Alex Windley. Looking forward to the game tonight, man. Cannot wait. 8:30. I will be on a plane watching that game.